Let's bring in Ashwin Patil Ashwin Patil joining us, in fact, on the phone line of LKP Securities. Ashwin, how are you looking at the numbers of Maruti?
Yes, the numbers are slightly disappointing to us, but that is fine because GST was implemented and the volumes were quite up, and so somewhat the product mix may have tilted a bit. So operating leverage was slightly negative, maybe like, but I think that also the launch of Grand Vitara was there, and that must have impacted somewhat the profitability. But going forward, I think the impact of GST will be felt in Q4 as well, and overall, the new launches and the strength that Maruti is showing, that their lower segment, the compact car and the entry segment has been showing some sort of good traction, which was actually a laggard for about 1.5 years, I would say. So, that segment has started showing resilience once again. And that is, I would say, a high margin business. So, going forward, I think from Q4 onwards, numbers will be looking better. But the numbers are slightly below expected. We were expecting slightly better, set of numbers from them. But it's a leader in the PV pack, and the PV story is also panning out well. Last year was of two-wheeler, of CVs, so we definitely get a good benefit out of it. On and on, the numbers are slightly disappointing from my side. Yeah.
Ashwin, there is a 600 crore labor code impact which has come through on Maruti's numbers.
Correct.
Talk to us about, if I were to exclude that, because your estimates would largely exclude the labor code impact, and the consensus Bloomberg estimate was around 4,500 crores, so it's still a miss. But the miss is far narrower if I remove the labor code number. So talk to us about what the differential is in terms of what's causing the differential in the PAT or the EBITDA, which are the two numbers which are key misses within the entire Maruti set of numbers which have come out. Talk to us about those two things in particular.
You'll have to look into it much deeper because hardly I have got time to look and talk on your channel. But yes, definitely. I mean, if you consider the labor code, exclude that, then the numbers are quite in line with expectations. But labor code is definitely a one-time thing. I don't think that will come back in Q4. But, we need to exclude that and look at the numbers, which are not that bad as such. But yes, operating performance also is a slight miss, but it's not that as big as it is looking at this point in time, because the labor code impact is included in it, and that is slightly higher than what it was expected.
Look at the recovery in the stock price. Kunal told you to buy, viewers, and the stock has fully recovered. Ashwin, we leave it at that. Of course, limited visibility with regard to the numbers, but we really appreciate you coming in at such short notice and giving us the view. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. And viewers, as we unpack those numbers, we'll get a better perspective as to what those numbers mean. And of course, the con call in the evening will give us a much better picture tomorrow morning as to what those numbers look like. But the stock price has recovered pretty much fully. It's that time of the show where we bring you and we discuss budget-related expectations. And